I'm here with Geoff. He was one of the ultimate gamers on Sci-Fi. Geoff, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while. I wanted to talk about this whole Blizzard issue with Starcraft. What do you think about this whole local area network issue that they've been having?
Well, I think it's something that's been commonly addressed. Like when Counter-Strike came out, I think they did a no-LAN policy for a while too, and they eventually pulled back from that. And actually, I've talked to a few of the Blizzard people, or I know people that have, and they say, I don't want to talk about that. I think it's a big legal issue. I think it's a big Blizzard marketing, and that's just my word against theirs. You know, they might have the better of it, but the idea is that with LAN and with that kind of that setup, cloning of the game or illegal use of the game becomes more possible, and they want to cut back on that for obvious reasons. This is their baby, this is their brainchild. They've worked long and hard on it for years, so to have it pirated from other people is something they want to try to fight. But the push and pull of it is that that'll come at the cost of legitimate competitive gamers who want to play in LAN scenarios. So, that being said, with that struggle, they're going to go back and forth, but I think they'll eventually fall towards favoring the legitimate gamers at the cost of some of the pirating that'll happen.
So do you think the whole LAN issue really affects local competition and like smaller venues for competition?
Yeah, because you know, the other, if they were to do the LAN as it is now, a small mom and pop LAN, if that exists, but smaller stores would have to buy a copy for each computer, and that gets to be astronomical, and it becomes harder to become an economical, advantageous business for them. So what a lot of LANs do now is they get one copy, they clone it around, and then everybody can enjoy the game. And I can understand why Blizzard didn't want to do that, but it will be at the cost of the smaller venues. Now,
for competitive gaming, do you think it's healthy for Blizzard to control most of the competitive traffic over their own game?
You know, it's interesting because with Starcraft and Starcraft Brood War that's played in Korea, they've given up control. It's actually, they have very little control. It's Kespa and now GOM TV that mostly controls gaming in Korea. And that's kind of the model we're all looking at heading into Starcraft 2. So I can understand Blizzard's wanting more control because they're realizing this game's going to be huge. Starcraft 2, you know, everyone's talking about it. Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft players, Age of Empires, etc. They're all saying when Starcraft 2 comes out, that's where I'm going to go. And Blizzard's not, you know, they're not ignorant to that. They know where people are going to go. They know how big this is going to be. So it's natural for them to want to have more of a grasp on it so they can control that market. As far as it being good or bad, it kind of looks, it depends on where you're looking at it from. Blizzard has not failed us. You know, Diablo is an amazing game. Starcraft, amazing game. World of Warcraft speaks for itself. So for them to say we want more control of it, I'm actually okay with that.
And last question, but there was a rumor, we don't know, it's all unofficial. What if there was a subscription for Battle.net? How do you think that would affect players? And would you think players would actually not play competitively just because they're taking a stance?
I think a subscription for Battle.net would be absolutely terrible. Blizzard is doing fine. None of their guys are starving. They're racking in millions of dollars each month just off of World of Warcraft subscriptions. And for Battle.net, for Brood War to have subscriptions would be terrible. It takes a lot of the young players, it takes a lot of the people that want to play casually, it takes a lot of the recreational people, and it says you're going to have to churn out more money after you purchase this game each month to enjoy it on a social level. And I think that's a bad idea. I think one of the great things about Brood War and StarCraft is that I bought the game 11 years ago, I'm traveling the world, and I'm still playing it now. And obviously I'm not the model bottom base, the common gamer, but what I would say is that Battle.net and Blizzard can afford to do this for us, and I think they should.
All right, thanks, Geoff. All right, when StarCraft 2 comes out, we're going to do a 1v2. He's going to wipe our asses, but we're going to play with him and get his impressions on it. That sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, take care, guys.